Yo, what's up, bruh? How's it going? I mean, nothing much. Okay, so we'll just get to the question straight away. So today we're gonna do this question jump game too because Ashwin sent it, I think. So that's why I'm doing. So basically, long story short, I'll tell you how the array, how the question works. So you're supposed to reach from the 0th index to the maximum, to the final index, within the minimum number of steps. So that's basically what the question says. You're given a non-integer arrays and then blah blah blah. It's basically the jump, amount of the jump distance you can make from from a position I to a position j will be given in nums of I. So for example, from here I is equal to 0 when this is the 0th index. So you can maximum jump you can do is 2, and then you need to reach, and the other one is then once you reach j, you can hit 1, and then your maximum jump is 1, which is 4. You reach the maximum index, so minimum number of steps. So in this case you could have tried this way out, 2 to 1, and then this, that'll be 2 steps. Or you could take a jump from so at most 2. Okay, so you can take from 1 to 0 1 2. So 0 doesn't make much of sense, so it should be from 1 till the end value. So till the maximum jump you can take based on the nums of I. So you could have jumped to 3, and then 3 from 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4, which will also go beyond the jump, beyond the array size. So that in that case you would have taken 2 operations. So this is one example. I think the better example will be 2 2 3 0 1 4. Okay, so in this you need to reach an index of 5 or greater than or equal to 5. So in this case, if you take the maximum value from here, that will be 2. You will jump to 0. From 0 you can't move anywhere because 0 is the final step. So that in that case you're stuck over there. So basically you have to take 1 2 to 1, and 1 plus 3 will be so 2 plus 1, which will you have to take out of 2 jump distance, you have to take 1. So 0 plus 1, which will be equal to 1. So 1 plus 3 will be equal to 4. I'm talking, this is about the index. Okay, just so that I'll just make it clear. 0 1 2 3 4. So in this case you have 0 plus 2 will be equal to 1, and then you reach 3, 1 plus 3 will be equal to 4. That's how you do the jump way. So there is a dynamic programming way which you kind of didn't understand, to be honest. So there's the other way is just using the greedy method, which we did. So basically we're going to keep I think two variables, which is end and max end. You need to iterate regardless of what happens. You need to iterate through all the values in the array. So what the end and max end does is end will keep the tracker, in which you have to you can reach the value from that nums of I. So end will keep, in the first case, if you see, if you take I is equal to 0, you can't straight away go, just because I'm iterating, you can't iterate through all the values. The maximum end you can take is up till 0. So that end variable will keep the track of this, and max end will be like, or the best variable choice you can take between the range from the start value till the end value. So in this case you have only one end, so that is jumping over here. So there are in other cases, like if you take this one, if you take 3, if 3 was one of the iterated variable, from 3 you could have moved to 0. You could have moved from here, which is one distance. You could have moved to 4. You could have moved to the end. So that is that is one way of choosing the max end, but that's not how max end works. So that's my bad. So suppose, let's assume that you have to used to jump to 1, and then you take 2 over here. So if you take from 2, you can take at most 1 and 2. Okay, so then you can jump to 1, and then is that closer, or you can jump to 2, is that is closer, right? And in this case, okay, I'm not making the best sense out of max end. If what I'm trying to explain is, basically what max end does is, out of all the ends out of all the distances which you can jump, it choose the maximum value. I'll just write the code. Just shut the fuck up and listen to it. That's it. Okay, so basically we'll have int end equal to 0 and max end equal to so after which you will have int step count. Obviously that is which you need to return, so I'll just put return step. So while end end is less than n minus 1, so there is a chance that generally you don't return step over here. There's a chance that if end is equal to 0, that means there's only one variable, so there's no point of proceeding. That's when the loop has a higher chance to break, so that time you'll return 0, else you'll return -1 when there's no possible way to reach over there, which is a very unlikely case. I didn't see this happening when I tried it for the first time. So just declare I, because that doesn't much matter. It does matter. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm going to watch in this video, bro. It's going to be a miracle if you actually saw it, man. So then you're going to take all the values of I. So max end will be equal to max end comma I plus nums of I. So, and if max end is greater than or equal to 0, we'll just consider this one sec. Small mistakes here and there you make. Please really hope you're not this bad of a coder when you see this. And what is this? Step count. This kind of looks like biohacking, but it's not. You understood the logic. Okay, so chill out. Max end is greater than nums dot size -1, then return step. Okay, else you make end equal to max end. So basically max end. So what you're trying to do is, in this question, let's say 2, 3, 1, 1, 4. Okay, so in this case, so basically you start with start is equal to 0, end is I is equal to 0, end is equal to 0. So you have only one possible way. Okay, taking I when I is equal to 0, nums of I will be equal to 2. So 0 plus 2 is what? 2. So which is greater? Max end is equal to 0 or 2. That will be 2. So max end will be updated to 2 in the first iteration. So wait, I'll just make it better. Max end over here will compare with it was initially 0, 2. 0, 0 plus 2, that will be nums of I. So you'll take 2 obviously. So end will get updated to 0. So so then end once end so now end will be equal to 2. So I will be equal to 1, and I can go up till 2. So when I is equal to 1, so what will be the value? It will be 3, right? So I plus 1 plus 3, which will be equal to 4. So at that point of time, and here the step count will, when the first time you run through the loop, step will be equal to 1. Okay, and now here by now once end gets updated, now at this point of time step will be equal to 2. Okay, so it'll actually happen it'll happen before this, but I just put it over here. Step will be equal to 2, and then you can see the max end. So when I is equal to 1, nums of I will be equal to 3. So 1 plus 3 will be equal to what? 4. So max end of 2, 4 will be equal to 4, which is true. But at this point of time, you will check if max end is greater than nums dot size -1, which is true. That is 4. The nums dot size is what? Nums dot size is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4, which is greater than or equal to 4. True. So you'll have 2 steps. You'll return 2 steps. Game over. So that's how it works. You read the code, bro. You'll understand. Do an example. You'll get it. So that's how it works. But if you want to run this thing, see, I won't make a video if it doesn't work. Dude, I really okay. My bad. Okay, I'm still a noob at coding over limits. And it's nums dot size. Yo, you're doing this work. I just really hope, bro. Really hope you go get into product based. Because you have been putting effort at least for comp programming at this point of time. So just ace it, I guess. That's all I can say, man. We gotta ace it, bro. Just in case if you're seeing in the future, like all your friends have placed in product-based companies apart from you, you are a web pro, so just try your best, man. That's all I'll say. What the fuck? What time limit exceeded? What happened? The time limit exceeded. Yo, okay, now I understood why you Yeah. Okay, hold up, bro. I'll just come back.